Guys, Luis here with TechnoFan PTY, and this is going to be the full review of the new Samsung Galaxy Note Edge with Verizon Wireless. Let's go ahead and start right now. Alright guys, first let's go ahead and take a look here around the phone and give you guys some of the specs. So as you guys can see, we have on the back the rear camera, flash, heart rate monitor, Verizon logo, 4G LTE, Samsung Galaxy Note Edge, the speaker grill, S Pen. We see two microphones, USB port. Here on this side we don't have anything because of the Edge feature. And here on this side we have the volume rocker, and it looks actually different than the button that we see on the Samsung Galaxy Note 4. Right here we see the IR blaster microphone, power button on top of the phone, and the 3.5mm audio jack. So go ahead and take a look at the internals of the phone. So cool thing about this phone is that we can also remove the back and get access to the battery like the other Samsung Galaxy Note phones. So as you guys can see, here's the huge battery, and this is a 3000 milliamp battery. Here's the access to the SIM card. Right here, SD card, supports up to 128, access to the speaker grill right here, rear camera, heart rate monitor, and flash. Alright guys, let's go ahead and talk about the specs on this phone. Basically, this is the same than the Samsung Galaxy Note 4, except for a couple of things that are a little bit different. So first, we have the display. This is a 5.6 inch screen size versus the 5.7 inch that we find on the Samsung Galaxy Note 4. And as you guys can see, we have this really sexy wallpaper right there. As far as the technology, Super AMOLED display. Resolution is the same as the Note 4, 2K or Quad HD. 524 ppi or pixel density. This phone offers actually 9 pixels extra in comparison to the Samsung Galaxy Note 4. I believe it's 515. According to Gorilla Glass, operating system Android KitKat. Of course, it's going to be upgraded to Lollipop soon. As far as the processor, the same Qualcomm Snapdragon 805. Quad-core 2.7 GHz, Adreno 420. Like I said before, the microSD card supports up to 128 gig, and the phone comes in at 32 and 64 GB of internal storage, 3 gig of RAM. We have a 3.7 megapixel front-facing camera wide angle, and a 16 megapixel rear camera that can shoot video in 4K. Also can shoot video in 1080p at 60 frames per second and 720 at 120 frames per second. And like I said before, battery, it's a 3000 milliamp battery. In comparison to the Note 4, it's a 3220. Also, physical comparisons or differences. As you guys can see, they put the power button on the top versus on the Note 4, it's on the side. They also move the IR blaster on this side. I believe also the microphone is also moved to this side in comparison to this other side right here. And as I mentioned before, the volume rocker, it's actually different. I don't have the Note 4 right here to show you guys, but the bottom on the Note 4 actually looks more stylish than this one. So why don't we go ahead and show you guys some benchmarking scores. Alright guys, and here are some scores from the quadrant. We have 24,052 points. Let's go ahead and take a look at Antutu. Alright guys, and here's the score for Antutu. A huge 48,434 points. Amazing score. Alright guys, let's go ahead and take a look at the feature that makes this phone very unique, which is the Edge feature right here. To make it simple, and of course we're gonna get in more detail, this is nothing but just an extra screen. Couple of extra screens with a notification bar. Now to get more specific about this, basically you can add apps right here. As you guys can see, there are apps, and if you swipe, you get another screen right here with more apps, and then one more time this is going to give you access right here to some notifications, as well as it shows right here the weather. Like I said before, to make it simple, it's basically a couple of extra screens, so you can save space from putting apps right here or on the other screens by having some apps right here. but it's a little bit more than just notifications. So if we take a look right here, if we swipe up right here, we're gonna get access to the settings. We can tap right there, and this is gonna take you right here to all the different bars. You can also add more bars, and you can customize what you have on the bars. So for example, if we tap right there on the pen, this is gonna show me right here what apps I have on that particular bar. I can remove apps or I can add more. If I wanna remove an app, I just press it and move it to the app drawer. If I want to put something back there, hard press it here and move it there, and it's added. I click done right here and it's edited already. We also can click right here and you get access to manage panels, and this is what I already showed you. You can do Express Me, which you can customize different things here for the bar. As you guys can see, I added a picture right there. I'll show you that, guys, later. If you click on the pen to customize, you can add your own image. You can also go ahead and do the handwriting, the text, and effects. And these are the different effects. And as you guys can see, the effects change right here in the corner. So those are a couple of things that you can do with the bar to customize. Information stream, you can decide what information is showing there. And night color, you can go ahead and drag this right here to decide at what time the night color gets activated. So as you guys can see, there are different options right here as far as customizing the bar right here, the edge bar. But basically what you're getting right here, it's notifications, the weather. Now here's another thing, it gives you a little extra tools. If we swipe right here down, you're gonna get access to all these different features. So for example, the first one is actually a ruler. We can exit right here. The next one, I believe it's a timer. The next one will be a flashlight, so it's gonna turn on the flashlight. And I believe the next one you can do voice recording, and we can exit right there. So like I said, you know, this is gonna give you the option to add different apps right here, so you don't have to do it on the main screen, and also give you notifications and access to a couple of tools there. And of course, you know, easy access. If you are right here on the main screen and you wanna go ahead and access the gallery, or you can go ahead and create folder. There's a folder right here, gives you access to the folder. So that's as far as the Edge application. Let's go ahead and take a look at the camera. Alright guys, as I said before, this is basically a Samsung Galaxy Note 4 with some differences, couple of differences on the camera interface and the hardware. It's the same. But there are a couple of differences as far as the position and how the interface looks like. So obviously we can go ahead and access the camera by typing the icon right there. I can also lock the screen and access the camera from right here by swiping up. And this is what it's different. As you guys can see, they positioned all the icons and the controls on the Edge bar. I don't know if they did it just to save space right here on the sides, or because, you know, when activating the camera, probably you don't want to be accessing the Edge bar, so they probably thought about using that space for the controls. So this might take a little bit of time for people to get used to and adjust to access the buttons and all that here on top. But you know, everything is the same. Taking pictures, recording. You can tap to take pictures or click right here, pause the video, stop the video. As far as the mode, this is all the same, nothing changed here. Here's a dual camera, which is also a really cool feature, and as you guys can see, I'm showing right there both cameras at the same time. Let's go ahead and exit this and go back here to the auto mode. Right here we get the HDR from facing camera. And this is going to give you access right here to the main settings. You can control the flash, the timer, filters, get access to the picture size, and this is going to give you access right here to all the different settings of the camera, which you can control manually, or you can just leave it in the auto mode. So everything else, it's the same here, except for, like I mentioned before, the position here of the icons. So let's go ahead and take a look at something else now. So as far as the interface, basically the same interface that we see on the Note 4. This is gonna be the main screen right here. Of course, I have this different widget, but everything else is stock right now. Here's some indicators for the screen. And swiping to the left, we're gonna get access right here to the Flipboard application. Going back to the main screen right here, swiping to the right, we're gonna get access to a couple of other screens. And of course, you can customize the apps and whatever you wanna show on those screens. Right here is the access to the app drawer. And same thing here than the Note 4, we get these several options right here for the app drawer. Taking a look here at the notifications is the same. You can go ahead and customize what notifications are showing here, and here's the access to the main settings of the phone. So as you guys know, another cool feature that we see on the Note 4, it's the multi-window feature. You can look at two apps at the same time. It's the same thing here. We're gonna press here the back button, and we're gonna press right here, for example, the Explorer, and let's go ahead and also open right here, for example, let's see what else we have here. Let's do Amazon. So as you guys can see, it's showing right now two apps at the same time, and we can go ahead and split the screen, and let's go ahead and use here the S Pen. And as you guys can see, now we're showing two apps at the same time. We have right here Amazon on top, and we have right here the browser. We can go ahead and resize, or we can go ahead and tap right there, and this is gonna give you the option to drag and drop. We can minimize the window, maximize, and we can close the application. So that's as far as the multi-window. Let's go ahead and actually take a look at the S Pen features. So the S Pen offers basically the same features that we see on the Samsung Galaxy Note 4. The first one right here, it's going to give you the access to, for example, write down some information. Let's do here some phone number. Just making this up here. If we click right here, this is going to give you access to attach this phone number to different things right here. For example, the phone, the contacts. You can send this by message, email, and so on and so on. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next one. The next one is called Smart Select. Let's go ahead and open here, for example, the Play Store. And if we tap right here or click right here, we click on Smart Select. So I can go ahead and select a portion of the screen, for example, right there. And I can go ahead and save this in my scrapbook, or I can go ahead and share this using different social medias or email and things like that. The next feature right here is image clip. Let's go ahead and select something here, and I'm looking at Facebook right now. So I selected this image. I can go ahead and change the shape by pressing right here on top. And I can go ahead and also send this via social medias, email, and things like that. The last option here, guys, it's screen write. So if I tap right there, this is gonna take a screenshot of whatever you're looking at that particular moment. You can go ahead and write on the screen. You can actually change right here the color of the pen, as well as the thickness. And we can go ahead and write. And again, you can go ahead and edit this. You can go ahead and discard. You can go ahead and change and send it. I'm sorry. Alright guys, when it comes to performance, I mean, this phone and the Samsung Galaxy Note 4, in my opinion, are probably the best when it comes to graphics, performance, screen resolution, speaker, and all that. So I'm gonna go ahead and play here the game Mortal Kombat 5. Alright guys, let's go ahead and test here the voice search and the navigation, and let's go ahead and do some navigation here to McDonald's.
Here are the listings for McDonald's within 3 miles.
So as you guys can tell, it sounds actually really clear. And let's go ahead and see if we can pick some location here. Let's do this one. It should be opening the maps anytime. And here's Google Maps, and we can go ahead and do start navigation.
Head west on Comstock Avenue towards South 36th Street.
And guys, take a look at how beautiful the maps looks like because of the 2K Quad HD display. It looks absolutely amazing. Let's go ahead and do a test call right here, accessing the dialer. This is how the dialer looks like. And let's go ahead and call customer service and activate the speaker so you guys can hear how it sounds.
Welcome to Verizon Wireless. Para español oprime la estrella. If you're calling about the number ending.
Alright guys, and last but not least, I wanted to show you here the gallery and couple of features here as far as picture editing. So this is how the gallery looks like, and you can go ahead and change here the look depending on time, album, profile, etc. Right here you get access back to the camera search, and you get a couple of options right here. You can start a slideshow, you can do the studio application, which is gonna allow you to edit or create short clips. So for example, if I hard press right here a couple of these pictures, and I can actually combine a video, and I tap right there, this is gonna take me to the studio application. And I can click right here. I can go ahead and select a different theme right here at the bottom. As you guys can see, that will change the theme. I can also change the length of the video, short, medium, or long. We can do long. You can actually go ahead and add music in the background. And you can go ahead and add a title right here, do a couple more editing options, and you can go ahead and save the project. You can do high resolution, medium, or low resolution. Let's go ahead and take a look here quick at the picture editing option. So if you're accessing one of the pictures, for example, let's take a look at this picture right here, and we tap right there, click on edit. It's gonna give you the option right here to edit and do multiple things. So for example, right here you can rotate, crop, resize. The next one you can go ahead and adjust here the tone. You can do saturation, the contrast, brightness. The next one gives you access to change or add some effects. You can do portrait, you can do decoration. So that's as far as picture editing from the gallery. There you have it, the Samsung Galaxy Note Edge. A very interesting concept, a very unique phone. A couple of things that I observed that can be complaints. It's the fact that they put the power button on top, which can make it difficult for people after they're done using their phone to reach to the top of the phone to lock the screen. Since this is a 5.6-inch screen size, it's gonna be uncomfortable to do with one hand. The other thing is that the Edge feature, it's really cool, very unique, but it can be complicated, and a lot of the times people can click on some of the apps right there by accident and then activate or open something that they don't want. Other than that, hey, amazing phone. I really like it. Amazing performance, great camera, great battery life, and a great screen. So guys, with that, I want to thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys on the next one.